My name is Christopher Gwynn. I'm a park ranger at Gettysburg National Military Park. I think there's a lot of interest in the Civil War. I think there's a lot of interest in Gettysburg, and it's very encouraging to see this many people here. I think one, it's such a central story of the larger American story. What happened on this battlefield, what happened on this spot 150 years ago, affects your life every single day.
We both taught in Philadelphia school districts for 30 and 35 years. We taught elementary, 4th and 5th grade.
Middle grade, yeah, which included social studies. So needless to say, when we got to the Civil War, we spent an inordinate amount of time on it.
That was the turning point in the sense that I think it gave the North more hope. There was a decisive battle, and after this battle, Lee and his army were never as formidable, I think, as they were before.
My name's Josh. I work for the Gettysburg Foundation, ticketing supervisor. I've seen a lot of people arrive here from all over the place, all over the United States, California, Washington, all over the world, Canada, Germany, Australians.
Something special happened here. This is where this momentous event in American history occurred, and they want to be there. They want to stand on that ground, on the same spot where this thing occurred 150 years ago. I think there's a power in place. I think places like Gettysburg, they have a memory, and you can read all the history books you want. You can pore over the thousands of volumes, the millions of words written about this battle, but to be out on this ridge, to be on this spot at this point in time, you become a small part of the story by stepping in the same spot and traversing the same ground that these two armies did 150 years ago.
I'm a project manager for Fannie Mae. I volunteer up here just about every weekend. I don't think we would be who we are today if we didn't have this war. I actually went to Lincoln Memorial a couple of weeks ago, and I stood there and I read it, and it was just astounding what he says in so many little words that, we're finding ourselves again and we're rededicating ourselves.
I think the significance of the Gettysburg Address is that Abraham Lincoln is able to encapsulate in 272 words. And that's how long the Gettysburg Address is. It's not long. It lasted about 2 minutes. But in 2 minutes, Abraham Lincoln is able to tell the country exactly why the American Civil War is being fought, exactly why the country still has to go forward after these massive casualties, after this extraordinary loss of life. But more importantly, in 272 words, Abraham Lincoln tells us who we are as a country.
Well, they fought and died for equality. They fought and died for pretty much to preserve the Union of the United States. They're fighting for, I guess, part of the American Revolution to live on.
Lincoln says we're a country conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
You have Snowden, who actually revealed truths that the government's doing, infringing on our constitutional rights, and then the government's saying he's a traitor. Well, that shows pretty much the bankruptcy of any democracy in America right now. Working class people have mainly probably defended him because he's showing the full range of the government forces, trying to watch our every move.
I just think that guy's like a hero. Like, he gave up his $200,000 salary. Like, right now he could be living peacefully on a lot of money and he could just be sitting at home, but instead he's hiding out in Russia because the government branded him as a traitor for something that I wouldn't think that you should be branded as a traitor for.
I don't see why they need to be spying on us. I'm afraid of the technology of the drones, and that I'll be having a barbecue and all of a sudden it will be, satellite, and 20 years later I'll be able to do a Freedom of Information Act, to see my barbecue replayed, And why would they need to know that?
American people need to stand up for their rights like they did. In the Revolutionary War, a bunch of people stood up, and in the Civil War, a lot of Americans stood up for a defense of their rights. And that's what people should be doing right now.